Today I'm going to make a sweet potato salad. This is something that I did not ever have any background in until after moving to Hawaii. I made regular potato salads most of my life, both American and German style, but the sweet potato salad came to me one day as I was passing through the checkout at the supermarket with a couple of sweet potatoes in my hand, and the girls at the counter started going on about how, oh, my auntie used to make this salad with the sweet potatoes, you know, and I kind of tried to get a recipe out of them. They gave me a little information, but not much. So I just took the basic idea home with me and decided that I was going to start making sweet potato salads. Also, the regular potato, we can buy it here and it's not that expensive, but they come from the mainland. They just refuse to grow at lower elevation Hawaii, and so it's really not a viable option. Yet the sweet potato grows like crazy, almost all forms of it. So it's a very logical plant to use in this. Plus, the varieties that they use here in Hawaii are mostly starchy. They're not like the ones that you know on the mainland, well, like the orange and the yellow ones, where they tend to be more water and sugar. The local varieties, like the Okinawan purple, for instance, they're really a whole lot more like a regular potato, so they make a great potato salad. So let's get started and take a look at this, huh? Alrighty. So, right here in the first dish, I have fresh grown, freshly harvested chopped celery. I also have freshly grated turmeric, and I have freshly grated carrots that I brought in from the garden. And that's the first thing that's going to go here in the big bowl. Okay. And next, instead of using onions, which I could, and it would work if you have them around, but next bowl over here, I have chives that I just brought in. I finely chopped them. The chive tends to be a little milder than most onions, but the greens can be a little bit chewy, and so I've cut them up really well so they're in fine particles. The next thing I'm going to do is take all of this, and I'm going to work it together so that the carrots, the celery, and the turmeric are kind of all evenly distributed from one another here. All right, there we go. That's pretty well blended. Now, the next thing I have here is the dressing. I'm going to put the dressing in at this stage, and it is made from sushi vinegar. This is a seasoned rice vinegar. It has some salt and a little bit of sugar in it. The sushi vinegar was put into the microwave with a little bit of organic Maui sugar to sweeten it up just a bit so it's not too tart, and I put it in there for about 22 seconds was enough to be able to get the sugar so it would dissolve. I also added a bit of Japanese sea salt in there too at the same time. Dissolved a little organic sugar and some sea salt in with the sushi vinegar. The next thing I did was I added some sesame oil. This is the toasted sesame oil, the stuff that's brown. Okay, it has a nice nutty roasted flavor to it. Stirred that in. Then the next thing was tahini. This is organic tahini. Tahini is basically like sesame seed peanut butter. That's what this is. And so we put that in, and then at that point I worked all of that together. And after I had the vinegar, the sugar, the sea salt, the sesame oil, and the tahini worked together so it was smooth, then I took a couple scoops of mayonnaise, about 2 spoonfuls, about that size, 1.5 roughly, and I worked that in. Now, this recipe is vegetarian, but as long as you use vegan mayonnaise, this also qualifies as a vegan recipe. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the dressing into the bowl. Hey, that's good. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Bad manners. Okay. Then, right here, I have a pot that is full of cooked sweet potatoes. I have 3 varieties in there. There's a very, very deep, creepy purple, Japanese purple variety. I have the lighter purple, sort of whitish, pinkish looking Okinawan purple sweet potato. Then down underneath there's a little bit of the regular plain mainland orange that's been put in. Now the other two, the first two are rather starchy and will hold together nicely on the salad. There we go. Now the next thing is gently beginning to tumble the salad together. I want to just sort of roll the bottom over the top. We don't want to go smashing this, because if you beat on it too hard, you're going to mess out of the potatoes, of course. So we want to try to keep the potatoes in nice, kind of medium-sized, bite-sized chunks. And we got to work all the rest of the ingredients evenly in and around all of our sweet potatoes. There we go. All right, so now, of course, every good cook needs to test their chow. Oh man, that is good. Okay, well, so the only suggestions I'll make otherwise here is don't overcook the sweet potatoes. They need to be a little bit firm yet so they don't crumble up. And don't beat them too hard when you mix it together. Oh man, that's not good. This salad is better, I feel, when it's been refrigerated for a little while. Actually, I think it's even better yet when it's been refrigerated overnight. But you can eat it right now, right like it is, and it's just great. Aloha, happy gardening, hang loose, eat more sweet potatoes, they're good for you.